Well, The Incredibles are getting a sequel after an eternity of waiting, and I'm feeling pretty excited to go see the movie. I mean, it's gonna be weird to see a 20-year-old man shove a bunch of kids in line to get a ticket, but if you grew up with the original movie, the hype for the sequel is real. I mean, how can you not be excited about this? We got the return of Violet, the Dash, Jack, Elastigirl, obviously, and of course the main man himself, Frozone. But with all the excitement for the sequel's premiere on June 15th, I've had the urge to go back and watch the original movie. Ah man, this movie's just as good as I remember. You got the tree scene, the robot scene, the empowerment scene.
What are you talking about? You are Elastigirl! My God, pull yourself together! What will you do? Is this a question? You will show him you remember that he is Mr. Incredible, and you will remind him who you are. Well, you know where he is. Go, confront the problem, fight, win! And call me when you get back, darling. I enjoy our visits.
And of course, everybody's favorite scene.
Honey!
What?
Where's my super suit?
What?
Where is my super suit?
Put it away!
Where?
Why do you need to know?
I need it!
Don't you think about running off to doing no daring do? We've been planning this dinner for 2 months.
The public is in danger!
My evening's in danger.
You tell me where my suit is, woman! We are talking about the...
Great or good, I am your wife. I'm the greatest good you are ever gonna get.
Not to mention the suicide scene, the marital dispute scene, the kidnapping scene, the black balls scene. I don't know how to. Hey, look, the Dash scene! It's my favorite! Yeah, nothing's dark about superheroes! But while I was watching, I remembered something from my past. Something that's incredible. Yeah, that's right. Like any big movie released for kids, there was a video game tie-in thrown in with all the McDonald's toys and creepy Disney costumes. I mean, look at these. These are just not proportional at all, and they make me feel totally uncomfortable. No, don't you come near me or my family. Get away. Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's MJ the Game Boy, and welcome back to another episode of RatedMJ. And today, we haven't figured it out, we're talking about the Incredibles game. Now, I've known about this game since I was a little kid, but I never really beat it. I remember the game being really hard for some reason, but I don't know, I'm older now, got some experience. Maybe I can finally beat it this time. But hey, we're not getting anywhere by just talking about it, so let's hop in. So this game was created by Pixar, Disney Interactive, THQ, and Heavy Iron Studios, who made all of these games. Holy crap, guys, don't overwork yourselves. Wait. There's already a second Incredibles game?
What are you waiting for? You need permission to start the game? Come on, I want to play. I know you want to play.
Oh, is that Samuel L. Jackson? Is he gonna be narrating this? Alright, sure, why not? I mean, he knows heroes, he works with Tony Stark after all, and Disney owns the Avengers, so it all ties in together.
Now don't go messing with all those settings and stuff.
Well, look bro, I'm in control of this game, not you, so I'll change the Rumble feature if I freaking want to.
That's what I'm talking about! Let's get this thing on!
Alright pal, just calm down there, alright? Inside voices, please. So the game progresses by using clips from the movie to advance the narrative in the game. I mean, I don't think that's a terrible idea, but I just can't get past the fact that these clips look super compressed when playing this on modern television. So finally the level starts off and...
Yo, what are you waiting for? Right, you don't know what to do. It's cool. Stay alert and watch your step.
Yeah. Anyway, the game starts off and... Hey Sam, can you just let me play the game for like a minute before you keep giving me the business like it's my first day on the job? Seriously, I know the tutorial levels are supposed to get you used to the game's controls, but Sassy Sam thinks I don't know what buttons are. Just give me a second to experiment, man. So the controls for Mr. Bot Par are pretty simple. Jumping, punching, special attacks, it's your basic action platformer beat 'em up game. However, the controls aren't that great. I don't know how to properly explain back controls, but it kind of feels like button inputs are a bit delayed, or sometimes they just don't work at all, but it's cool, I can get past it for now. So anyway, use your incredible Herculean strength and the level's over. You grade on your performance at the end of each level. You know, things like time, enemies defeated, damage received, incredible moves, and calories burned? I mean, let's face it, while I'm out busting criminals and keeping the forces of evil at bay, I gotta make sure to have my Fitbit on me. It's almost swimsuit season, I gotta keep this heroic figure. Anyway, on to the next level. So now we take control of Elastigirl and...
Your mother warned me about days like this.
It's a super. It's a super.
I mean... I'm not pressing anything here. I mean... Did I break the game? I'm not doing anything! And those two are running around having the world's most intense game of tag. What? Where did her head go? It's alright, if I'm going off the movie, I'm assuming she's having those pre-wedding jitters. So Elastigirl controls like Mr. Incredible, just with stretch powers instead of super strength. And you can basically grab anything that's automatically targeted.
The reach gives you an advantage, right? Use your incredible punches!
Sam! Okay, shut up. I gotta save the day and get ready for my wedding. Do you understand what kind of stress I'm under right now? There are also some inconsistencies that I'm just nitpicking here. Like where I have to grapple onto a helicopter to get to a ledge above me. Like, the name's Elastigirl. Bob can hop up on ledges no problem, so what's the issue here?
Oh, I need to see that movie.
Alright, well anyway, the bad guys escape and then we beat the level? Okay. So the next level starts off with a clip of the movie that introduces the villain, Bon Voyage, and the superhero sidekick wannabe, Buddy Pine, who is scolded by Mr. Incredible for using his gift of above average intelligence. So here's a spoiler warning for a game based off a 14-year-old movie, but the game never really tells you that Buddy Pine grows up to be Syndrome. You know, the main villain of the whole plot of The Incredibles. Next to marital issues, of course. I know that seems weird to mention that here, but the game never shows a clip of Syndrome talking to Mr. Incredible, or monologuing about when his mom grounded him after finding out what he did. And I know it's a movie tie-in game, but if there's no main villain in your plot, what's the hero or the player supposed to be stopping? Well, anyway, what the level consists of is an on-rails flying section and an easy little boss battle with Bon Voyage, who can now speak English?
Oh, you give attempts to defeat me will be met with failure!
Are you done?
Then some spinning newspaper comes and reveals a bad Photoshop picture of Mr. Incredible, and on to the next level. In this level, you have to escape a burning building, because you'd rather be a mass vigilante instead of a good dad teaching your kids morals and taking an interest in your family, and stop the arsonists who are trapped in the building too. But, why are you guys in here? You did your job, the building caught on fire, leave! Why are you fighting people? The building's on freaking fire! How are you not dead from carbon monoxide poisoning? Also, what noise do they make when they die? Anyway, this is where the game's cheap difficulty and lack of structure starts to show. I died from so much BS here that it's actually ridiculous. The game expects me to do tight platforming with how heavy Bob is. I'm basically controlling a rock here. His focus was more for fighting people, not platforming. Just trying to get past the fire. No! And then, just when I thought I can grab and swing onto an object, I fall down like a sack of bricks. Over and over and over again! I just had to say screw it to all the enemies in my way. I was too focused on getting past the platforming. But finally, after taking a more slow, methodical approach, I beat the level. Jesus.
It's about time!
Hey, piss off, Sam! Well, looks like Dash missed the bus for school. Better catch it before his mom grounds him again.
Now both of you will get a grip, or so help me, I will ground you for a month. Understand?
So I'm gonna be honest here, screw the Dash levels. I honestly hate them. I remember playing this game as a kid, and at that time Dash was my favorite character in the movie, but this level was just god awful. The best way to describe it, and I'm being completely honest here, is to say that they're the precursor to the Mach speed sections in Sonic 06. But I honestly don't know which one is worse. You can't go too fast or you'll overheat. You can't make sharp turns. If you hit something, you best hope you can recover, otherwise you're coming to a complete halt. I mean, the level has checkpoints, but I can't be too happy about that either, because I know I have to keep going back here after I eventually hit something. Also, where does this kid live? Look at half the crap I am avoiding! Construction, drunk drivers, car chases, incompetent movers, Pizza Planet! I swear, this city has more issues than the city of East Cleveland. And I'm not even going faster than half of these cars. How can no one see this brat running on the freeway? Anyway, I get to school on time and the level's finished. Anyway, in this level we take control of a depressing old Mr. Incredible, who can't quite seem to fit into a spandex costume anymore. Should have been using that Fitbit after he retired, huh? So now Bob has decided to leave his family and travel to an exotic island where he could possibly die. But everybody thinks he's at work, so it's fine. But honestly, there's nothing too important to talk about here. I mean, you fight some robots, you do some super annoying platforming, and there's a lot of lasers. However, this is where the crappy turret sections start showing up. And this is where I kept dying as a kid because I'd always pay attention to the main drone instead of shooting the little drones, but I beat it now, so... Next level. Oh, this boss fight is crap! You gotta jump your tubby Incredible body around, grabbing hot molten rocks that don't melt your hand off, and beat the stupid roly-poly robot. And this is where that stupid input lag comes into play. If you want to heal yourself during this fight, you have to break rocks. Why? Because the developers wanted to put the health packets inside of the rocks. So I go over to break some rocks because I need to gain more health, but I can't do it on my first try and I keep pressing the attack button and nothing happens. And that's because the developers were like, "What are you doing, you dummy? You need those rocks to beat the boss. What are you, stupid?" So I'm just guessing that they had the rocks programmed so where you go out to punch it, it doesn't break automatically because you need those rocks to throw at the robot to beat the robot. Which means the only way to get health back in this boss battle is to use the robot to break the rocks, but that means you can't use the rocks to beat the robot because you have to use the robot to break the rocks! But that's if I get the chance to even stand next to a rock, because the rotund robot keeps spamming attacks that don't give me enough time to at least land one decent attack back. And the dumb thing has 3 different attack cycles I have to beat. But I keep dying! Oh, just stop. Please! I gotta beat him. I've been at this thing for 25 minutes now. No, not the lasers! Don't touch me! Ah! Screw it! I can spam cheap attacks too! Piss off, roly-poly! It took me 30 minutes to beat this stupid level. Ooh, but look how many calories I burned. Yeah, sweating that tubby Incredible body off in the volcano for 30 minutes better result in some weight loss.
Have a great trip.
Thanks, sweetie. I'll call you when I get there.
I love you so much.
I love you too.
Don't trust him, he lies to everybody. Welcome to the jungle. Here you got another crappy on-rails turret section. More evil henchmen thugs that probably aren't getting paid enough to get punched by the guy with super strength. And the super incredibly annoying robot that you can't kill unless you use a bomb, and he'll pop up in later levels, because why not? Anyway, next stage, which is fighting the same boss from 2 levels ago! Why? I love how you go from fighting a giant robot to waiting for the company staff meeting to start because you brought the donuts, to fighting another freaking giant robot! Am I in the Twilight Zone right now? Look, this boss is just as aggravating as the first fight. Probably even more so, because it's an upgraded version of that boss that shoots out razor-sharp spinning claws. Also, why do I have to win this fight? In the movie, Mr. Incredible gets his incredible butt kicked, but I have to beat him here. Screw this level, we're moving on. And now here's a great way to start the next level. After fighting a giant robot, and fighting an upgraded version of another giant robot, the next logical thing that I want to do is fight another freaking giant robot. Please, help me. I want out. So you're sneaking around the base, fighting souped up henchmen in armor, turning switches, and checking Syndrome's email, all while actively trying to fight against the timed platform placement. No, seriously, did you see how freaking close I was right there? Then you have to maneuver through a horrible puzzle that involves electricity and terrible enemy placement that knocks you back off the platform into a bottomless hole that makes you respawn at the last checkpoint. God! I'm just pushing through at this point. The only thing that keeps me going is the chance to succeed. But it's rendered pointless once I realize I have another level to complete. Why even fight these guys? Just run right past them. Are all my efforts in vain? Is it pointless to be the hero? Well, no time to answer those questions. Gotta save my baby before Doomsday happens. Well, now we gotta sneak into Syndrome's base, press all the buttons, beat the crap out of all these ragdolls, hack the computers, and... I mean, I was just doing the basic function of the game. I'm not surprised though. Then there were these annoying platforming sections where I died multiple times just trying to swing around. Because let's face it, there's no real sense of momentum, and because of knockback. Alright, next level.
Voice key incorrect.
Wait a second.
Laurel.
Now, I just have to be truthful here. This is worse than Sonic 06 mock speed sections. I say that for only one reason. While Sonic 06 mock speed sections were terrible, I'm a competent enough player to get it done within 5 minutes. So how long did it take me to finish this level? 23 minutes. I kept running into things I couldn't see, things I couldn't maneuver past, things that made no sense on how I was colliding into it at all. This is supposed to be the coolest part of the movie, just running around dodging lasers. But it fails at encapsulating that feeling the movie had. Just playing this level got me angry. And not the haha glitch funny angry, I was screaming at the TV angry. The game is just unfinished angry. In the time it's taking me to tell you why this level sucks and why I hate it, I know that I've died at least more than 15 times by now. This is the level that wore me out. I was completely done thinking that the game would get better after this. Well, finally I get to play as Violet, and her stage is at least challenging. In the right way. You have to sneak around using your invisibility without being heard by the guards. You have to take your time and not rush through the foliage. You gotta think how you're gonna get past them. Like I said, I like challenging games. You have to be able to think and react to the situation at hand. I wish you could have second chance by using your force field to block attacks and escape and hide. It's just a shame that this is Violet's first and only solo level. Also, the game is showing movie clips out of order. Like, why is Syndrome leaving the island now? This game doesn't even faithfully follow the source material it's copying. Well, anyway, here's the Violet and Dash level. But it's not too important. Just roll around at the speed of sound and you'll have things done in no time. And like I said, the clips are just telling the story out of order. Seriously, you'd just be better off watching the movie at this point. Yeah, stop the review, go watch the movie. I won't blame you. Heck, I wish I could go with you. But I can't. I'm stuck playing the Incredibles video game. Well, for you unfortunate souls who still stuck around even though I gave you a warning, the game just keeps going, trying to give more filler to an established story. You're playing as Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible trying to bring power back to the silo and activate the rocket. Elastigirl's stage isn't terrible, but there are just some way too tight platforming areas. It will get annoying, but it is nothing. Nothing! Compared to Mr. Bob Parr's stage. Aggravating platforming, terrible level design that gives the player no sense on how to progress, forced aggravating platforming, multiple giant robot battles, enemy AI that's only there to infuriate you, another turret section, and again, stupid aggravating platforming. This game cannot do platforming, but it's like they're force-feeding it to you, shoving it down your throat that you have to progress by jumping and grabbing onto stuff when the controller inputs won't work. I was stuck doing this annoying crap for nearly 30 minutes. I just wanted it to be over. My only thought during this part was, nah, there can't possibly be any more after this. And after spending 54 minutes and 41 seconds playing this part, I can confidently say this is by far the worst level in the game. Now it's time to save the world. It's the end of the game, where everything you've learned from your entire journey will be put to the test. Now, it may be challenging, it may even be tough, especially because of those controller inputs, but I know that if I channel my inner strength and believe in myself, then I'll become a hero too. Just like Mr. Incredit. It's over? That's it? Do we have any Advil? I mean, the only real challenge here is when they program the controls to not work on purpose. But that's it. The game's over. There are the credits. Wait. These are the people who made this? These are the people who did this? I got your names! I got your names! So yeah, the game's not that great. It's kind of challenging and way too hard in some sections. But, I don't know, maybe there's something I'm missing. A piece of this game that, you know, I just forgot about. But what? I got it. Oh yeah, I'm talking cheat codes. For starters, let's go with Big Head mode. This game has already gotten better. He's the hero this game deserves. Alright, now let's try going a little bit faster here. Yeah, not bad, but it could use a little flair. Ah, here we go. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Just gonna add one more little, yep, there it is. Oh man, that's beautiful. That's just beautiful. Okay, well what about Elastigirl? Is there anything good there? Oh, okay. Okay.
Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow.
Alright, now let's try some slow motion. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Well, I can at least say that Big-Headed Dash makes these levels more enjoyable, for what it's worth. Oh, but Big-Headed Violet is just terrifying. No, disappear, go away. Get out of here. Ah, yes, finally! 2 cheat codes that make these stupid robot boss fights so easy now. Whew, that felt good. That felt really good. Well, here's a cheat code that makes the game a little bit more easier to play. What? There's a cheat code that makes this game 20% easier to play. There's a cheat code that makes this game 20% easier. That means the developers did this on purpose? Well, hey man, what can I say about the Incredibles game? It's just perfect, a masterpiece, 10 out of 10 honestly. I mean, I'm gonna be playing this game when I have my kids. Shoot man, I'm not gonna let my kids play it. It's too amazing just to let somebody else touch the controller. I mean, God man, you see these graphics? Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Go check out my friend Cold's video on Fooly Cooly, or my friend Pixel's video on Drawn to Life. Or hey, you can check out the last video I did, which was on Sly Cooper. Or if you're feeling adventurous, you can check out this new podcast I started with my friend Adam. We basically just talk about whatever we feel like. But hey, thanks for watching again, guys. See you later.